involved in unlicensed boxing, thinking I might as well go straight to the top.
The East End boxer, feared and revered, the man known as the hardest man in Britain, is immortalised on film. And next tonight, the East End bare-knuckle boxer, once known as the toughest man alive. As a child, Lenny McLean was badly beaten by his stepfather. As a fighter, he won local fame and later stardom, appearing in the film Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels. Now his own story is being told in a new film, The Guvnor.
He got involved in unlicensed boxing, thinking I might as well go straight to the top.
Roy Shaw, he was certified insane. Lenny, hash bang wallop.
That's why he called me Daddy Cold. Look at me. Cold as a cucumber.
You saw him there. I'm joined by Lenny's son Jamie and the film's director Paul Van Carter. Thank you both for coming in. What was it like to be filmed talking about your father?
I mean, it was extremely difficult because obviously he's not here anymore. You know, he died of cancer. And, you know, it's very emotional. You know, it's like going through the grieving process all over again. But, you know, I think his story had to be told in a different way, you know, because a lot of people have a lot of preconceptions of him, a very violent person, but we showed a different side to that in the documentary.
And how do you remember him, as a child specifically?
I remember him as a loving father, and he was a good father. I mean, all my friends' dads, I mean, they had all, like, normal jobs, you know, like black cab drivers or builders. I mean, his job was violence, but, no, he didn't choose that way. You know, it was sort of thrusted upon him by his stepfather with his very, very brutal abuse, you know. He had a really torrid time.
He was known as a man who had powerful friends and terrible enemies.
Yeah.
Why were you so keen to get involved and to tell Lenny's story?
Well, Lenny's a fascinating character and he's got a huge fan base and they know about the street fighting and the boxing, but there's a lot more to Lenny that those fans and general viewers of the documentary won't know, and that's what I wanted to delve into with Jamie. The loving family man. That there was two different sides to him really, the violent street fighter and boxer and bouncer, and the loving family man when he came home. But also psychologically, as we're making the documentary, I wanted to explore the effects of trauma and of the abuse that he suffered as a child, and how that affected him through his life.
Jamie, was that hard for you to explore what your father went through when he was a child at the hands of his stepfather?
Yes, because I never experienced it myself. I mean, my dad didn't agree with eating children, not at all. And to delve into that was very, very emotional because some people go through their life, they don't experience violence. You know, they've never even seen it. You know, for someone like him, people, you know, it was actually pushed upon him, like I said before. You know, he didn't choose that path. You know, it was mapped out for him, you know, and it took him a long time to steer away from that. That's why he got involved in the acting and obviously wrote his best-selling book, you know, because he had enough of that life, you know. That's what the documentary is all about. It's about change. About you can be born into a certain situation and you can change. Don't matter how long it took, 30 or 40 years. No, he'd done it.
An incredible East End character, Jamie and Paul. Thank you so much for coming in. The film's out tonight.
Yeah, it's out tonight and on DVD on Monday.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, it's been